EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Wizards of Paris. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And Wilson going to change things up here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down and 6.
All go special! All go special! Run left, run left! Look for signal.
Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They'll run here with Spiller. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now Herbert, third and goal. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Touchdown! Donald Parham from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Wizards, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson changing to play.
At the 24-yard line.
Fourteen.
Now Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
14. Go.
In motion left goes Sutton.
Well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Deeper.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Wilson will throw again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. Right.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down and 8.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Just right, just right.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. And they'll accept that penalty.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Baron Browning, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brings up second and 7.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, hey.
Now Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Wilson wants a different look.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
In motion right goes Sutton.
Well.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Williams brings it in.
And he's finally shoved out all the way up at midfield.
A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, L.A.
Darius Davis.
50 yards.
And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Chargers 28, Wizards nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. Hey, alert.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That's good. 4-8.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Herbert off of play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
2nd and 10.
21.
Here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wizards nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run behind center with Spiller. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers open the lead up to 34-0.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On the counter, it's Spiller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, 27 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Chargers 42, Wizards nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Wilson going to change things up here. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
4th down. Here's Wilson. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Alert, 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 alert.
down with Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Fuck that.
On third down, Wilson. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they run it with Spiller. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 24 yards.
1st down, Chargers.
Set. Set.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a seat.